Breaking news is sweeping across the globe right now. You've probably seen the headlines. America arrests Venezuela's president. It sounds like something out of a movie. A dramatic international incident unfolding before our eyes. The world is on high alert, watching every move. But what's really happening? Let's break down the facts and separate them from the fiction. Here's what we know for certain. The United States has officially announced serious criminal charges against Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro. We're talking about heavy allegations, including corruption and even drug trafficking. Alongside these charges, Washington has ramped up both diplomatic and legal pressure, making its stance crystal clear. But let's be very direct about one crucial point. Despite the sensational headlines, there's been no physical arrest of President Maduro on Venezuelan soil. He remains in Venezuela, and there have been absolutely no reports of any U.S. military operation inside the country. So, if he's not in handcuffs, why does it feel like an arrest? This is where modern geopolitics gets really interesting. America has taken a highly unusual and powerful step. It has issued international warrants and offered substantial financial rewards for information leading to his capture. More than that, the U.S. has frozen assets, blocked access to international financial networks, and severely restricted the ability of Maduro and his inner circle to travel globally. In today's political landscape, this is what experts are calling a virtual arrest. There are no physical bars, no courtroom drama just yet, but the effect is one of total isolation. It's a strategy designed to paralyze a leader and their government without ever setting foot on their territory. So, what's the official reason? The White House states that this is all about justice, democracy, and holding a corrupt regime accountable. They point to Venezuela's collapsed economy and the humanitarian crisis as direct consequences of Maduro's leadership. They argue that this pressure is a necessary tool to restore order and freedom for the Venezuelan people. However, critics are looking at the timing and seeing a completely different picture. Let's consider the context. Venezuela is sitting on the world's largest proven oil reserves. That's more oil than Saudi Arabia, and right now, global energy demand is surging, making those reserves more valuable than ever. Then there's the geopolitical chessboard. Venezuela has cultivated very strong alliances with two of America's biggest rivals, Russia and China. This partnership, right in America's backyard, has been a source of major concern for Washington for years. The existing sanctions were already squeezing Venezuela's economy. But this new legal pressure takes the confrontation to a whole new level. How is this being perceived inside Venezuela? As you can imagine, the government is calling it a blatant act of aggression. They are framing it as a desperate attempt by the United States to orchestrate regime change. A modern-day coup carried out not with soldiers, but with lawyers and bankers. They claim America wants to install a puppet government to gain control of their oil. This has created a sharp divide in global opinion. Supporters of the U.S. actions say that accountability is long overdue and that leaders who harm their own people must face consequences. They see it as a legitimate use of international law. On the other hand, opponents label it as economic warfare, a tactic that punishes an entire population to achieve a political goal. And that brings us to the most tragic part of this story. The people of Venezuela. They're caught in the middle of this high-stakes power struggle. Hyperinflation has made their currency nearly worthless. Basic necessities like food, medicine, and electricity are scarce. Life is a daily struggle for survival, and this escalating tension between Washington and Caracas only adds to their uncertainty and suffering. So, let's circle back to the original headline. Has America physically arrested Venezuela's president? No. But has it effectively trapped him and his government? In many ways, yes. The United States has tightened a financial and legal net around him, demonstrating that in the 21st century, power isn't just about military might. It's about controlling financial flows, leveraging legal systems, and dominating the global narrative. This is a story that is far from over. It's a complex chess game with global implications. The next move from either side could dramatically alter the landscape in Latin America and beyond. The world is watching to see if this virtual arrest leads to a real change in power, or if it backfires, pushing Venezuela even closer to Russia and China. It is a powerful reminder that what we see in the headlines is often just the tip of the iceberg. The real story involves deep-seated economic interests, complex geopolitical strategies, and the very real human cost of international conflict. We'll continue to keep a close eye on this developing situation and bring you the latest updates as they happen. Make sure you stay informed, because in our interconnected world, global politics is never as simple as it seems. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world. See you next time.